All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel again. Thank y'all so much for coming over. I'm gonna just apologize in advance here because I got some sinus issues going on. Hoping I don't sneeze in the video or nothing like that, but just letting y'all know if my energy seems a little low. All these allergies, man, are horrible. But got this video here. This title is crazy. Bianca Censori exposes Kanye West's nasty medical condition he is hiding. It says he stinks. Hey, if he got it, you probably got it too. Man, it's crazy, crazy. Again, take these videos with a grain of salt. I'm not saying that all this stuff in here be true. I'm just trying to inform myself and make my own decision. All right, so we ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
Bianca Censori just exposed Kanye for having multiple STDs and stankin' as bad as a walking dead man. Word on the street is Bianca didn't know Kanye was having all these multiple STDs till she married him. And the worst part is he allegedly hasn't been treating them, so he stinks all the time and she's done putting up with it. A source close to Bianca literally said, and I quote, "It's a serious stench when the layers come off and he's dripping in sweat head to toe, especially as he's not big on showering, and poor Bianca's nostrils are on the receiving."
Oh man. Okay. I will say this. This is the first time I've heard someone mention this, but I do know that because I don't know if you guys, maybe I'll use that thumbnail, but in the thumbnail it was showing his mouth. Now you guys know Kanye had that bad car accident and he had to get his mouth jaw was wired, all that stuff, but I think underneath all his like teeth, his fake teeth, and the grills he be wearing, that is something really, really nasty going on under there. I think. But I ain't heard nobody ever mention about what he smelled like. So this is news to me.
In. Bianca herself had her things to say about Kanye right out of her own mouth, and she posted it all over her close friends on Instagram, thinking no one will see it, but someone leaked it, and baby, you're not gonna believe the things she was saying about Kanye. Kanye's STDs and chronic stank is reportedly why Kim Kardashian left him, and Bianca is about to do the same thing to him. Apparently, Kanye actually got these illnesses from allegedly indulging in Diddy's freakoffs, and that is the reason why he was on X just a few days ago defending Diddy and asking for him to be released from jail. Multiple other SEX workers also came out claiming that Kanye hired them for freakoffs, and these people included both men and women, with some of the men claiming that Kanye SA'd them. Now, some of y'all might be wondering why the hell Bianca will come out with all of this now after allowing Kanye to humiliate her and to use her as a prop for his weird freak-off inspired costumes. Word on the street is it has to do with the recent interview Terrence Howard did exposing Diddy for trying to sleep with him. Apparently, Bianca didn't think people would believe her, especially since no one is taking the Diddy case seriously anymore. But after seeing the reception that Terrence got for speaking his truth, she is now coming out with what she had to do to put up with Kanye. And before we get into it, just know
this is why I said take these videos with a grain of salt. Now, I don't know. I don't know if Terrence Howard speaking out is going to encourage people to start saying things. But I mean, I don't even know how long were the two of them together, Bianca and Kanye. You know, I know he got the money, but boy, if you gonna deal with some stank, hey, they say people do some strange things for some change, man. But I don't know. Take this again. I'm not saying all this stuff in here is true,
literally just like everything Diddy did to his victims. Now, for those of y'all who are somehow out of the loop about the interview I'm talking about, Terrence recently exposed Diddy for trying to sleep with him. Terrence claims he was contacted by Diddy through his then assistant that Diddy wanted him to come over to his house at night to discuss him being his acting coach for a movie that he was working on. However, when he got there, Diddy wasn't saying anything about the movie. He was more busy trying to seduce his way into Terrence's cheeks than actually talking about the movie. As soon as Terrence clocked what type of energy Diddy was on, he said he cut off communication with him and never went back to that house again.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks.
We seen this.
Okay, in the mouth.
In their 2 cents. And from the looks of it, Bianca was one of the people who had something to say because she is now exposing Kanye's alleged affiliation to Diddy and how he allegedly caught all these stank STDs from indulging in freak-offs with Diddy. This was nasty to a lot of people, but they weren't surprised because not too long ago, Kanye was on X defending Diddy and being a weirdo. A lot of people were not here for this, and they even speculated that Kanye was only defending Diddy because he was mixed up in a lot of the BS that was going on, and he was trying to cover it up. He said, "Free Puff, Donald Trump, please free my brother Puff." All these celebrity men and women are P. Y'all watch our brother rot and never say anything. Kanye even went as far as raising thousands of dollars for Diddy through his clothing line, and once he made enough money and tried to send it to Diddy, but he was told Diddy wasn't allowed to receive any donations. "I just found out that Puff is not allowed to make or collect money while he's locked up, so I'ma send his half of the money to Justin. Just for clarity, they trying to make an example out of Puff. Me and my brother had our issues, but these white people trying to use Puff to scare I'm neither scared nor brave, this just me." Now, when it comes to the exact details of Kanye's involvement in Diddy's freak-offs, the details are still a bit all over the place because the police haven't started investigating into him like they did with Diddy, but a few people have come out to spill the tea on what Kanye has allegedly done to them, and it is crazy. The first is his ex-assistant, Lauren Pisciata, who accused both him and Diddy of Group S-ing her in a studio a few years ago. She said she was invited to come spend time with them as they recorded a few songs, and of course she didn't think twice about it because she was Kanye's assistant at the time. However, they laced her drink, and after a few small sips of the beverage...
Okay, this video is starting to take a turn and is mentioning a lot of stuff that I've already covered. But back to the whole Kanye West, he stanks situation. I'll just say again, if he got you parading around with your clothes off, doing all that type of stuff, I'm pretty sure they probably not using protection in the bedroom. So again, whatever he got, she probably got too. And they say, bear with me, they say in the industry, like, I remember even Jamie Foxx talked about it on his radio show, The Foxhole. He was like, oh yeah, like, he said it with confidence that, and now he's a comedian, so it's kind of like, is he just playing around? But he said with confidence that he has gotten a few STDs. That's what he said. But my whole thing is like, it's a dirty game. I mean, they just be getting passed around. Everybody's sleeping with everybody. So, like, I've heard some stories, man, from some people that are very, very close in the industry that I know. Like, people who do, like, security. These people be partying, man. When I say partying, I'm talking about, like, partying, you know. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with grown folks out there having fun, you know, as long as everything is consensual. But I'm saying a lot of these people be so, how can I say it, out of their mind from stuff that they are taking or putting in their body, if you know what I mean, that they don't, protection is like the last thing that they're worried about. But I feel like with a video like this, talking about Kanye and her, I mean, I would like to see her say it, you know, versus a he say, she say. But I feel like if this is something that she truly came out and said, like when you see, because you know it's gonna happen. Oh, this such and such guy is now dating Kanye's ex Bianca, and you're gonna say to yourself, well, she was just talking about, or it was a rumor about him being stank and STDs, and all of a sudden this dude is with her. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna play a little more of this. I want to skip through this assistant part because I already covered that a few times.
Kanye jokingly admitted that he had hooked up in the studio, tying her, strangling her, and gagging Jennifer to line up in the hallway, instructed Jennifer to face with both. He said they locked her in the studio.
Strange.
Now then, the freakoffs he was having with Diddy were definitely going to do it. In fact, according to an OF star who claims she had a freakoff with Kanye, Kanye still actively has freakoffs to this day despite all the trouble that Diddy had gotten into. And she claims she had one with Kanye and Bianca a few months ago. According to this girl, Kanye specifically hired black men who have big black D, just like Diddy used to do, to sleep with Bianca while he sits in the room and watches them. One of these men was allegedly a guy she had just made a video with, and in fact, the video he made with her was actually what he used to audition to get hired for that freak off with Bianca and Kanye. Kanye allegedly also requested for this OF girl to come along too because he wanted her to be part of it as well.
So I do have Kanye and his wife T. So Kanye pays P-stars, men with large black this to F his wife, and I approve. All right, so what happened is the guy who I've shot a video with, who was in Italy with Kanye, Kanye lets him F his wife, okay? The guy who I shot with showed Kanye a video of me and him effing, like, because we made a tape together, and Kanye said, I want her to come. Okay. Kanye likes to watch other men F his wife and other girls. So one day I get this text. And
hold on, what did this text say?
Kanye likes to watch other men F his wife and other girls. So one day I get this text.
Let me see. To give Conway your number, he asked me for my, yes. Oh, for a call, you're in Italy right now. Yep, we're in Florence. Again, this is grown people doing consensual things. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But if there's a whole like being forced, that's another thing. But I'm watching this because it just goes to show you how easy it is to do these things and what they do. And that's why I be wondering, like, with all this stuff going on, do you, like, comment below, do you think they're using protection? Comment below.
And also, here's my text with Kanye's private jet guy. And also, this is what I put on my close friend's story at this time. You can look at the date.
People thought all of this was consensual, but judging from the fact that Bianca is trying to leave him, people don't think she was consenting to it. Bianca has reportedly already filed for a divorce, and according to a source, Kanye has agreed to pay her over $5 million. As usual, people have their own thoughts, like this person who said, people need to stop excusing hateful men. Being mentally ill is no excuse for this consistent behavior, and you have to take responsibility for your health. Another person said Bianca couldn't take his bad breath anymore. Imagine someone with a stinky mouth telling you what to do. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about Kanye standing from his alleged STDs? And do y'all think Bianca is really going to leave him?
At the end of the day, money. Money, 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 money. Money keeps these people around. Because, like, these people got so much money to where they can buy themselves and people around them anything and whatever they want at any given time. So, I mean, that's what it is. That's what it is. Like, People are addicted to the fame and the fortune. You know, a lot of people are soulless. They don't really know themselves. Because I'm just thinking to myself, like, what woman in their right mind is going to be walking around like that? You know what I mean? Like, really think about what she be wearing and doing. And now supposedly she talking about like his stank. Comment below what you guys think. Sorry I skipped because, again, I would have had to edit all that stuff out anyway. All right. Peace out.